Okay friends, this is another stitch that you'll want to use maybe to join the two pieces together. You could use the running stitch to join two pieces together, or you could use this next one called the whip stitch. So I already have my needle threaded, and again it was about 2 arms lengths long. So I already threaded my needle, and I pulled that one side down about halfway down my thread. Okay, so there's the end. You can see it's just single width right here, and then double width from there up to my needle. Okay, as I sew, the reason I do that is then as I sew, I have more that I can use up, and I can kind of pull it as I go. Okay, all right, but let's look at the whip stitch. So here we have our embroidery hoop. We already have that running stitch here, but we're going to do a whip stitch over on this side. So I've already got my knot at the end of my thread, and I'm just going to go ahead and come through from the back. I'm going to pull it all the way through. Oop, came through a little too much. That means my knot was probably not big enough. Okay. Okay. Or I pulled too hard. Okay, so basically I come through from the back, and I'm going to be doing the whip stitch right up the edge here. So all I have to do is go around the back of this fabric, through the back, and then I pull it down towards me. Okay, around the back of the fabric, and I pull it down towards me. And it usually starts making this nice little kind of diagonal pattern around the back of the fabric, down towards me. By the way, if you are stitching your sections together and you choose the running stitch to put the two pieces together, but it looks like this somewhere by mistake, that's going to be because you accidentally did a whip stitch. And the back towards me. Okay, so I would just keep doing that till I get to the end. And then I would need to go around to the back of my fabric, and I would also have to do my stitches 3 in a row, or there is one other way that we can tie it off, and that is to come around to the back. So I'm not going to go through my fabric again. I'm just bringing my needle around to the back side. Okay, I'll show you on the back. If I turn it over, instead of doing the 3 stitches in one place, I can also take my thread and just weave it through some of my stitches. Like that. And then I can cut it. Okay, if you choose to do, oops, got tangled a little. Okay, if you choose to do it like that, just make sure you've got it woven through several stitches before you cut it. Okay, so that is the whip stitch.